Hello Roots families! Today we are going to show you how to fill out the Roots reimbursement form. You can find the reimbursement form on the Roots website. First, you will need to log on. Once you've logged in, please go to the Forms tab at the top of the page. Then you can go down onto the left-hand side where you'll see the reimbursement form. Click that link, which will pop you into this screen here, and you will find the reimbursement form and instructions. Click on this link, and it'll open up your reimbursement form. Please remember to save this to your computer prior to starting to complete the reimbursement form. Otherwise, you will lose all of your work. Now that you have your form saved to your computer, remember to open it back up again, but make sure that you've used Adobe to open it. Otherwise, it will open up in your browser, which will cause the same problem of you losing your work. Go to the top of the form, and in here, remember to type the parent's name. So we're just going to use Sue Smith. Next, you're going to go fill in your phone number. Next is your Roots Family ID number. This number you can find in your welcome package that was emailed to you at the beginning of September. If you can't find your Roots ID number, please feel free to contact the Roots office and we can look that up for you. Please remember to fill in your address. If you've changed your address or moved since registering with Roots, this is where we will look to find and make sure that it coincides with our database. So if you've moved, then we will be using this address that is on the reimbursement form. As well as with your phone number, if you've moved, please write on the top of your form that this is a new phone number or address so that we can get everything updated correctly. Please remember to include your email address as well. Now here's a new line that's been added to the reimbursement form. It's asking if your PEP has been submitted to the Roots office with the previous reimbursement form for this school year. Please click yes or no. If you've already submitted a reimbursement form and or PEP to the Roots office, then there's no need to submit another PEP unless you've made changes to the PEP. So for this case, we're going to say no. Now I want you to look at the receipt that you were planning on submitting. Please type in the date of the receipt. Then we're going to type in the name of the supplier or the store name. Now we're going to list the items that were purchased. So for this example, we're just going to say math textbooks. Our student name, this is the student we have bought the materials for. And the subject that is on the PEP where this material is being used. If you have numerous items that were purchased for different subjects, then you just list the different subjects under the subject on PEP column. Your subtotal can be found on your receipt. This would include HST and shipping. Now type in your GST, and it automatically totals the amount. Please make sure the amount on your receipt is the same as what is on the reimbursement form here. We're going to do another example for you, just for in case this receipt that you're submitting is for items being purchased that will be used in the next school year. We're going to go ahead and still put in the date. We're going to put the supplier or the store name. We're also going to list the items that are being purchased. And we're going to put the student's name in. And in here, we're going to put a note in here that says see notes. At the bottom of the reimbursement form, you're going to see a new section that's been added. It says notes. In here, we want to add in the curriculum or the material that was purchased. So we're going to put in here English grade 6 textbooks. We're going to put the student's name, Billy. And we're going to put a note in here saying that it's going to be used for the 2017-2018 school year. We have one more example that we would like to show you. Oh, we need to put in our totals. All right. We can also reimburse now for lessons and classes. So we're going to look at our receipt and we're going to put in the date, the supplier's name, which is Sally's Music, and this was for group music lessons. This is for Billy, and he took music lessons. This is music lessons, and that's what's on his PEP. We're going to put in our subtotal, as well as our GST, and we're going to check to make sure that our total is the same as what is on our receipt. Now, when we're submitting receipts that are for group lessons, for tutoring, or instructions, we need to also complete another form, which can be found on the Roots website under the same tab as that we had found the reimbursement form. It's called Lesson and Tutoring Information for Reimbursement. This form is to be completed by you on the top portion, as well as by the organization or individual who's offering the instruction. This is not a fillable form, so you will need to print it off and then submit it to the Roots office. Now let's go back to the reimbursement form. What's been added onto this reimbursement form is a page 2. As we go down, scroll down here, we're going to notice that there's this box that asks, when would you like to be reimbursed? Please tick one of these options. If you're submitting your reimbursement form at the beginning of the school year, feel free to mark that you would like to be reimbursed as soon as possible, in January or in April, and mail that into the office. We will hold on to it until the month comes that you've requested to be reimbursed. If you've ticked as soon as possible, then that will be processed on the next reimbursement deadline day. We've added a page 2 to the reimbursement form. We're finding that many families have more than one page worth of receipts, and for ease, this will help you as you complete all your receipts and submit them at the same time. The amounts for page 1 will automatically total down at the bottom of this page, so you don't need to transfer your totals down there. Please note that the final deadline day for the year for submitting receipts is May 31st. This is a strict deadline, and all receipts need to be submitted to the Roots office by this day. As you're filling out your form, if you find that you have some other questions or you're not sure about something, scroll down to page 3. Right here you will find that there's written instructions on how to complete your reimbursement form. If after watching this video and reading these written instructions you still have some questions, feel free to contact the Roots office, as we'd be happy to help you.